Alright, so we're going to continue on with our numeric types, and in this video we're going to talk about operations you can do. So we have a list here that we're just going to go through. We'll go through most of these. And I'm going to do it in the terminal right here just so we can watch as it goes along. And it's all pretty basic. So the first one is just the sum of x and y. So I'll just do 4 plus 5, and obviously that'll come up to 9. Pretty typical, no magic there. Now we're going to do the difference. So we'll do 4 minus 2, and we get 2. And if we had a larger number that we're subtracting, 4 minus 10, you'll get negative 6. So that all seems to work like it should. Now the product of x and y, that's what we're going to be doing with multiplication, where we have 3 multiplied by 10, and we'll get 30. And quotient of x and y, that's where we divide. So you'd have 3 divided by, well, we'll do an easy one. 4 divided by 2 is 2. And if we see a really tricky one, 4 divided by 3 is 1. Okay. Now the reason why we only get 1 is because we're feeding it integers. So if we want to get more accurate with this, we can go 4.0 divided by 3. Now one's an integer and one's a floating point number. And remember, if we do any kind of arithmetic with those two different data types, then it's automatically going to widen the type out to be a float. We'll hit enter and we'll see 1.333. The next one we're going to talk about is a floored quotient. So we're dividing, but we're actually flooring the number. And floored means that you actually round down. Ceiling is the opposite, where you round up. So in programming language, if you see floor or floored, it means you're rounding down. 4.0, divided by 3.0, and we'll do the floored this time. So 2 slashes, and we'll get 1. So it's rounded down. The next one is the remainder. So if I have, I have 1 modulo 3, and that symbol, when we're doing the remainder, this is called a modulo. So this is the percent sign, and I can give that a try, and we'll get 1 as a remainder. Okay, so 1 divided by 3. Actually, we should do a larger number first, make more sense. So if I went 6 divided by 3. What would happen there? That's 2, but if we go 6 modulo 3, it should be 0, because it has no remainder. But if you did 6 modulo 4, it will have remainder, so it'll be 2. Next one we're going to go to is negative numbers. That's pretty basic. You put a negative in front of any number, and it turns it to negative. The unchanged is a plus sign. All numbers are positive unless otherwise specified, so that does nothing. And absolute value will just return the absolute value of what you put in, so it doesn't really, not going to really show anything there, just ABS. 5 will return 5. Div mod, which is going to take 2 numbers in and give you the 2 results back. So the first one we'll do is 9.0, comma 4.0. So we're giving it 2 numbers, and what it's going to do is going to give me back a pair. The first one being the 2 floored division, and then the second number will be the remainder. So if I give that, you'll see that 4 goes into 9 twice with a remainder of 1. Next up is the power of, and there's 2 ways of doing that. The first way, you go POW function, and you pass it 2 numbers, 3, comma 2. And then it's going to be 9 because it's 3 times 3 because there's power of 2. And the other way of doing it is 3, then 2 of these asterisks, and then 2. That's 3 to the power of 2, gives you 9. So there's all the ones we'll cover. They're pretty self-explanatory, and you can fool around with this on your own time and check out how it all works. So have fun.